Hi, I'm here in Mexico City, the biggest city in our hemisphere and the capital of the most important country in the world for the United States. You might have noticed that it's not full of cacti and sombreros like way too many Americans believe. Oh, and there's no hail of gunfire around us either. In fact, most of our 2 million square kilometers and our major cities are safer than their counterparts around the world. In the same way, the relationship between Mexico and the United States is nothing like certain politicians would have you believe. First of all, we're not a weak partner. There are 120 million of us with an economy 2/3 the size of Russia's, the 11th largest in the world according to purchasing power parity. Today, unfortunately, America has a lot of enemies. Fortunately, Mexico has your back. Did you know that if you come from a country that is hostile to the United States, it's almost impossible to get a visa to enter Mexico? That's one reason our shared border is safe. 350 million border crossings through 330 ports of entry. That's amazing. American homeland security and prosperity directly depend on a stable and cooperative Mexico. That's not a friend you want to lose. Which brings me to my next point. We're also your most important business partner. While politicians who should know better get you all riled up about trade with Mexico, back in the real world, 14 million American jobs directly depend on NAFTA. Oh, and all those Mexican imports that protectionists love to hate, it turns out that fully 40 cents of every dollar you buy from Mexico is American content. The figure for China, 4 pennies. We make stuff together, which means that we help America stay competitive. And now you're chanting Mexico at rallies, and not in a good way. I mean, a wall? Really? Didn't Ronald Reagan show that walls were downright un-American? The wall gets really silly really fast. What we really need is to strengthen Mexico's economy and institutions. Already, there are 1 million less Mexican immigrants in the United States than there were 3 years ago. Lastly, stop harassing those nice Mexicans up the street. There are 35 million Mexicans and Mexican Americans in the US. That's equivalent to the entire population of Canada. 80% of those are either legal residents or American citizens, not undocumented immigrants. Bottom line, we've got everything to lose when we could easily win-win. Come home, have a Corona, and let's prosper together. We certainly can't do it apart.